Hey, you lied too.
One more time.
Hey, like I'm letting you lie. No. You good. I'm just letting you know in case you talk about somebody. That nigga money and say some shit.
40 points a game.
This is my favorite.
Hey, bro, let me take this for you. Let me see how I get this.
All right, yeah, you scroll over a bit.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, you good?
Hey, you choose when they come in here which way you want to go. I feel like that'd be a funny watch. This look like something else. Like he saved the piece. My bad, bro. Yo, hey, so you know Godfrey? Godfrey got a dope show.
Yeah.
And what is his name? Spears. Okay, Avery Spears. So Avery Spears is on there. And he said there's a show that he feel like is the most buffoonery joke that everybody, show that everybody loved. Like it's really a buck show, like kind of a shuck and jive show. And he said the Wayans brothers. He said, bro, I hate that show. Like that is like the most niggerish show ever.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the Wayans brothers.
I just thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, it's my damn show.
Do you not think that's like, you know what I mean? Like really?
Godfrey need to find out what he want to be. All right.
Well, this is Aries Spears, but you don't like Godfrey?
Aries? I love Godfrey. I was about to say, but still, Godfrey do still need to find out what the fuck he want to be. One minute he chilling over here in goddamn Africa, another minute he chilling with the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? He recites Farrakhan a lot. You know, he calls him what do we call Muslims? Whatever the shit he says. I just be wondering. He's a cool guy though. I like Godfrey. I like Godfrey over Aries Spears. Aries Spears is pretty dope.
You don't like Aries Spears?
Not really, not no more. I'm not really the biggest fan of him like I used to be. He was pretty dope though. I used to like an Aries Spears. You know, I liked him doing comedy on the shows, not.
You don't like his stand-up, so you never really like his. You never really liked his stand-up.
No, not really. I was more into his shows. Like I tell people, my stand-ups that I like, and there's some stand-ups people don't like.
Like what?
One of my favorite stand-ups is Run Tell That by Martin Lawrence.
Not mine, but yeah. I maybe gotta go look at it as an adult, cause some people said that junk, and I just don't agree.
I can tell by listening to some of the jokes that he was donated a good deal of the jokes. I can tell that.
Oh yeah, like they all kind of use writers.
All right. These didn't seem like they was really trying to cater to Martin. They was just giving him shit, and he just rolled it as much as he could. But I liked all his jokes. That was great. At that time, he was the best comedian I've seen.
Really?
Yeah, Martin is one of my favorite comedians in the world.
And you know what? I'm disappointed a little bit because I hold your comedy card. Like I feel like you put me on the type of comedy that I like now. Like I really give you credit. Like a lot of stuff that I started watching because I didn't watch before.
Right.
But I'm really disappointed in that one.
Did you watch him during those Def Comedy Jams?
Oh,
Martin.
yeah, I feel like he was dope.
He was everything, man.
Like he was electric, but I just don't.
Besides Arnez J, that was one of my favorites.
Arnez J was different.
Arnez J to me is probably the most underrated comedian I've ever seen in my life. For him to be so fucking, this nigga was a host, and I didn't even care about the comedians. I just wanted him to talk.
No, that's your word.
And that was my first thing. That's how you know you're a dope comedian. Is if I didn't want to hear the comedians.
I don't know who water it is, but I know I've never drunk their water before. This is how they get you. They get you to drink something. Everybody being out like, I don't know who put it there. Next thing you know, we on buses talking about some. We love all lives.
One more underrated person in life to me would be DJ Pooh. I didn't know DJ Pooh did all that.
You know what? Shout out to that. That's really dope. DJ Pooh is, a lot of people do not know how much, but Fridays, The Wash, and he got the dopest voice ever.
He do now, and I'm just always saying DJ Pooh, never knowing that he was the light skinned nigga. And I'm like, what? And I really had to go and look at the thing that he did and produced. I was like, what the fuck? This nigga even did 3 Strikes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? How
They all in LA.
Man, I think he produced one of Tupac's top songs or some shit.
And he was obviously a DJ, right?
Right. Was it Hit 'Em Up? He produced
DJ
one of Tupac's top songs.
DJ
Like,
Pooh's
wow.
a problem.
I think it was California Love. No, that was Drake.
Yeah, that was definitely Drake.
Trick.
That was fresh out of jail. How about the I don't know, but I know DJ Pooh shit is flowers. I think his contribution, I don't know, like, to me, to have like comedic timing, everybody don't. And to not be as put out there, his comedic timing always be on point.
Yes.
Like, bro, it's the people from the census bureau. They call him for the hood. Like, just that, like, who know to say, like, who know to talk like that? And it's not a person that revered, like, on stage.
He can play an idiot.
DJ, but like, they got doing, but that was my grandma chain. Like, that's DJ Pooh, yeah. Like, I think that he should get a little bit more respect. Comedy, I always liked Martin. I never liked Martin on stage. I used to always tell my mom and them, I didn't think Martin You So Crazy was funny. I didn't get it. And I looked at it as an adult, like 7 years ago. I didn't like it. And right till that, I haven't revisited. But even when I seen it, I just didn't like it. It didn't take me. Now, maybe because I'm different, because everybody in my house hated Chris Rock. The first time I seen Kill the Messenger,
I hate Chris Rock.
I fell in love with stand-up. The first time, I was like in like 11th grade when I seen it. I appreciate that, Alan. Like when I seen Kill the Messenger, and he said, you know what I mean? There's a difference between niggas and black people. I was like, damn, this is genius. I'm sorry, bro.
I will say, when it comes to his style, I think now he does have one of the most sickest styles, because to be able to just imitate a nigga and you know who it is crazy. And you can just say something like, which one I like the most? Ketchup or syrup? Like that, that's how that's always been him. And I do think that's dope as fuck. I give him a lot of credit. I like his stand-up. I hate his movies. That's what I mean.
I agree. I feel like he's like the black Adam Sandler when it comes out to movies, but just not as.
He should be big in movies.
He's not as. I don't know. Fucking Adam Sandler still got some creativity to his movies, even though they're horrible.
Right.
He said he should be good in movies.
He should be.
He's not a good actor.
Just. The reason I say he should be, because even when he did, who was he, Pookie? Was that him?
Are you on?
That name right.
Like Pookie in New Jack City, he was slick terrible in there too.
I just liked him in it. It was like just him. It was just so dope.
Cause he was like the most crack. Just a little fact for you. That part was actually offered to Martin first. Martin was down for it because of the cast, but couldn't wrap his mind around being a crackhead. And he was double booked at the time. And over the weekend, his mentor, Robin Hayes, no, Ross, that's my mom, man. Robin Williams. Damn, what the his name?
White dude?
Robin Harris.
Oh.
Tripping. Robin Harris died, which was his mentor. So he lost his mentor and ended up filming Def Comedy Jam because it was meant for Robin Harris. All in one weekend, so he couldn't begin shooting when they came together for the table read, and then they ended up calling their second pick, which was Chris Rock. So all this happened is the reason why Martin was not Pookie. And I think Martin would have not been a good Pookie. Probably would have. He probably. Martin.
I think Martin's successful in anything he does, man.
People sleep on Martin. Are you saying that because your birthdays in the same month?
Martin's just amazing to me, man. Martin is just that nigga.
Martin is fine.
Like, he's a career that I would say, if I had to be any comedian, I would have loved his career. Him and some Cat Williams.
One thing I can say about he just did it's not me. I'm not comparing it to he just did it. If you take Cat Williams and you take Martin Lawrence, you can't name me one project where Martin Lawrence will overshadow. And Martin had been in movies where he didn't have the big role. Martin is very difficult to outshine Martin. It's something about him. It's very difficult. Even like one-liners like do the right thing. Like everybody was tripping about that. Man, if he thought when you were doing this, man, if it was me, man, they come like $100. Everybody knew that in the hood. Everybody would say that. If it was me, Martin had one part.
Martin is like, I really just now think about it. Martin and Stephen A. really mirror each other.
Martin and Stephen A? What are you talking about?
Think about that.
What are you even talking about? It's blasphemy.
Stephen A. Smith. And
what are you even talking about?
If you put Stephen A. in something, just for him saying something, you just gonna be like, where's Stephen A?
What about Stephen B?
Don't ruin it.
I missed all.
Now you come sit over there. Come on out with your lime green.
I'm waiting to be invited. I'm just playing.
Oh, that's so adorable. Ashanti's in the building looking beautiful.
Yes. In my Mirror Classics.
You got Mirror Classics?
This is my Mirror Classics.
To my sister on my Mirror Classic?
I mean, I don't know no other Mirror Classics.
Shout out to my sister on Mirror Classic. Making appearances.
Yes.
You got a little lime green.
Yes.
We was talking about comedy. You was talking about But I get what you're saying though. It's hard to.
Cause when you put Stephen A. on other, not channels, I mean, but like other basketball channels, he's just like, it's fucking Stephen A. Like you want to hear what he
That's
gonna
a
fucking say,
household name.
even though it might be trash. But it's fucking Stephen A. When it's Martin being in a movie, it's like a feature. Cause it's like, bro, you got Martin Lawrence to even act like Martin in a movie.
It's true.
Shit is crazy. He's him in almost every fucking movie.
Hey man, Bad Boys 3.
Fucking
Your boy
amazing.
Will fought for his name to be first. He was first on the marquee. These are facts. He got paid the most percentage from the sales. He got I want to say a producer credit. He got the sympathetic role. He got the main part of the goddamn thing because it was all about him and a son that his partner of 30 years won't know you have, which is crazy. He was there for the most tragic death, which was the captain being shot. So he had intent. So the whole story is wrapped around him. And it's
That's
still
so insane to me because I feel like the first time when it first came out, it was mostly revolved around Martin. But now
Absolutely.
Martin done lost his groove. Stella lost his groove.
Well, you know, Martin actually chose Will Smith. Because that was Will Smith's first action role. He chose Will Smith because his sister said, I think Will will be a fantastic partner for you.
And now he done stole the show. He done stole the whole motherfucking
Do you
show.
think did he steal the show though?
He
Like,
did.
if we remember all three movies, all of these are quotables from Martin. If you remember the first quotable.
I understand that,
Okay.
but now Will is the big dog. Like
Oh,
nobody
facts.
nobody comes up being like, oh, what's Martin coming out with next? They're
Facts,
saying,
facts.
what do Will got going on next? I feel like if Martin was the center this time around, it might not have done as well.
Yeah. I definitely agree. First of all, Will Smith is the most marketable black person. Even more marketable than Denzel, because Denzel comes off very Afro-American, which white people are afraid of. He sticks to his gun, which is black women. But fucking Will Smith, he go across the board. He's white people guy, so I definitely agree with you. But I was just saying
he's their bitch.
To the point, to the point, he couldn't outshine Martin on all 3 movies. He did not outshine Martin as performance-wise. Performance-wise, Martin stole the show some way, somehow. I mean, the first one, he won the first one with the, that's how you drive. No matter what else we do, that's how you drive. Everybody remember that. But the second one, the fucking getting shot in the butt and being on God doing X, or them talking in the back, and he's like, man, when you pop me, man, I ain't been able to get her. Everybody talk about those parts. The third one, everybody talk about, you know what I mean, Martin in the road, doing the dance. Martin steals the show. So I gotta give Martin have not been outshined in one movie, including Life. He still went outshined.
Not at all. Definitely not Life.
He's a cult classic in himself.
Now, what about Eddie Murphy?
What about Eddie Murphy? In life or in general?
Period. Like, what do you think about him as a comedian, as an actor, just everything?
I love Eddie Murphy because of his dynamic. He's not like limited to a specific character, but of course, I love when his ass be talking to them animals.
Dr. Doolittle?
Dr. Doolittle. Dr. Who? Dr. Do. Let's see, what else? Oh, Nutty Professor? My shit. Like, he just has such a spectrum of, like, different types of funny, like the crazy funny.
Yeah.
And he could be so many different people, such as Martin is. Did we get that from Will Smith?
What? Well, Will Smith's not a comedian. He's not a comedian.
He's a rapper that turned into an actor, or the other way around?
No. You had it right. He's the first actor. I mean, he's the first rapper to get a Grammy.
But he is funny. But he's not a comedian.
Yeah,
right.
he's funny like in a comedy like role.
Yeah,
but
he can be funny, but he's not.
But I can't see him on stage.
Heard. Yeah, but I'm like Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. I feel like they both deserve their flowers. And I'm trying to think. Nah, Big Mama. Big Mama is that motherfucker.
Oh, just a little random fact for you too, because I know you appreciate this just as an actor. Eddie Murphy was the first, and I looked it up, was the first to make a black romance that they thought wouldn't sell.
And what's that?
Coming to America. Coming to America was the first black romantic film. Like, without it being rated, like it was rated as a romantic film.
Now, did you enjoy Coming to America too?
Yeah, it's a one-time watch though. It's not a classic.
Yeah, it's definitely not something I could watch.
It was more like a celebration.
I did appreciate it because for me it just kind of like brought the things together, because when Coming to America came out, of course I was I even thought of?
You definitely wasn't born.
I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah, I think it's like 8
So I watched that shit when I was a kid, so I didn't really get to appreciate it, but I watched Coming to America 2 as an adult, and then went back and watched the first one again. Right. So I'm like, I don't like, of course you're not gonna pick up on a lot of shit when you're a kid. There's a lot of shit that be said and you don't understand.
So you still appreciate the first one?
Yes, I definitely appreciate the first one more. But the second one definitely was still a one-time watch. But that whole funeral shit, that was epic. I thought that was the dopest shit ever. He's like, I would have a funeral while I'm alive and die at the fucking funeral.
That is hard.
Like
that's the power. That is hard.
That little pussy got some power.
Eddie Murphy?
Yes.
Eddie Murphy is the greatest entertainer all around. Do you niggas not understand the records that Eddie Murphy has?
I have no retort.
Fucking, does people not know Eddie Murphy sings?
Eddie Murphy does have a hit record.
He has 2.
He has 2 hit records.
Well, he has 3 now. Think about it, because it's one that, it wasn't in the U.S.
That one with Michael didn't do shit.
Well, it's not a hit record if it's not
abroad. In another country, it's like one of the biggest records, which is I'm going back to Babylon.
Okay. So
I'm going back to Zion. Oh shit, bro. Eddie Murphy's amazing, bro. I'm sorry, that nigga's amazing.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
He gave me the idea for the first full leather suit. I had it at school.
But a lot of singers are like good at voice acting, especially. So it wouldn't surprise most people because he can change up his voice so much, and that's the quality a lot of singers have.
People forget how much like Eddie was doing impersonations. Niggas didn't realize that. Eddie was doing impersonations when he first started, so just being an all-around player, he's not the greatest stand-up because he don't still do it, but he's the greatest to ever do it. Like, that's a difference. Like, he cold, and the records he hold, just like Kid said, the records he hold is amazing. Like, it's not like...
Did Eddie Murphy have a TV show?
Eddie Murphy did, that he did not act on. He had 3. He had the Coming to America spinoff, which did horrible.
Yeah, that's what I was like, I never heard of that.
Yeah, with Tommy Davidson. That was like 89, 90. It was horrible. It was supposed to be like the brother come to America because they believe that they can do the same thing with another one. And the guy that sings She's Your Queen, he was like the kind of like the watcher. It was horrible. The second one was Royal Family with Red Fox, the one Red Fox died over. And then the third one was the PJs.
Yeah, PJs was his.
But he never had one that he was physically.
Wasn't he a voice of the PJs?
Yeah. Him and Loretta Devine. I watch entirely too much TV, dude. Entirely too much Google.
Baby.
Yeah.
Correct.
That was my shit. But we all know what happened to the PJs. They started talking some real ass shit. And they
Definitely. How did that even get past?
That
Let's show you how clueless white people used to be, which I'm so mad. And shout out to your album. I definitely want us to talk about that. This let me know that I'm in the wrong era. White people didn't know nothing. Them niggas had to sell this in the most trickery way to get this shit on MTV prime time. It was on Sunday. Sunday is a prime time slot for TV. For them to get this junk at 7 Sunday. PJs. How would they sell this to the white people? Hey, we're going to be talking about the PJs. And we're going to have a super. And it's going to be a crackhead on TV that's going to say random facts throughout the show.
Like, just...
How do you sell this? Like, who said, let's do it? It's going to be a hit, Eddie. And I was like, bro, I can't even believe this is on TV. I'm just watching this the other day. And I'm like, bro, how did this make TV?
For real, mainstream TV at that. Not no Netflix and chill.
I'm telling you, like, that's fucking amazing.
Shit back then.
You have a crackhead? I was just surprised to see a crackhead on TV. Animation.
And being glorified.
And being glorified. He's like the smartest nigga. Come on, super.
Right, he sounds stupid with his voice, but what he's saying is some real ass shit.
You got fat kids that can't breathe or walk.
I can't breathe.
Bro, how? I don't know, but I don't know how he got that passed. I don't know, but Eddie Murphy definitely. I'm just take a moment, man. Shout out to, you know what I mean, Ashanti. I actually listened to your album. I did. I surely did.
Actually, you know what?
No, because people don't.
No, I gotta back. No, the people that listen to my album, I can tell because they be coming to me with quotes.
I hate when people say they listen and they skim through it. So that's why I just wanted to say I truly did.
Heard.
And
my uncle messaged me today and said, I listened to your album and it was surprisingly beautiful. But he kept going, and I was just still stuck on surprisingly. I'm like, surprisingly? Like, because this is the uncle that tells me that I need to go work for somebody. And this is just as of my grandmother passing away. He's been getting in my ass telling me that I need to go work and get a pension plan and work for the government and all this other stupid ass
you gotta get a
shit.
pension.
No, because that pension ain't going to be worth shit in a minute. So.
Well, you get a pension, then you quit, then you collect the pension. That's what people been doing. Yeah, I just found out this like last year. I'm like, bro, when did y'all niggas start this? They gonna work at a job for like 3 years, get that 401k, they take the money out of every check. Then when you quit, you only gonna get it 6 months later to a year. The fuck? Who meeting did y'all go to? Like, I didn't know niggas was doing this.
The only job that I ever worked at for over 3 years and it wasn't consecutive, was Louisiana Bistro.
Hold on, let's not get off. Let's go back to your uncle. I don't know what he was saying, but I will agree that it is a surprisingly beautiful album. The reason I would use the word beautiful because once it got to the end, like, you know, first of all, the songs were very, very quick. I did love Shine because I didn't expect for it to be a poem until it got to the end. And I was like, oh, this was a poem. I thought it was an intro to a fucking song. Shout out to me getting a random whole interlude. Shout out to me. What was some of my favorites? The one you rapping. Okay, I'm not the best with the titles because I listen to them if I'm back at work. But
I rapped in a couple of songs.
Rapping a couple was one that you just rapping.
All on Me?
I don't remember how it goes. But let me tell you my favorite. I'm gonna tell you my favorite. Now remember my favorite. The one with that feature with Buddy that was talking about making money off my making money off my
You know, originally that spot was for Kid.
That would have been perfect. Oh, that
spot was for Kid, and Kid had too many issues.
Yeah, Kid don't know if you
explain it to her because she might not get it.
No, I got it. I just had to put that on air.
That would have been a perfect pick though. Like, that was like one of the hardest ones to me. I love the radio thing that you did with your kids. I felt like that was beautiful, and I love how that transition because this is the weird thing. I'm not trying to tie it back to me. Same problems I had with mine. The things that I did like about your album was similar to what I liked about mine. And I felt like and it was weird because you ended it similar to how I seen mine, which was mine was Father's Day and yours was basically to your nana, how things come to an end. And when I heard it, that's what made me say, okay, this is beautiful because it was meaningful. And I felt like it was very intentional. And when I heard it, that was like a very, very beautiful finish. You know, things come to an end, and this happens to be the last song. And it was really, really smooth, man. Like, and I get why you said it was a beautiful album. So I really give you credit. The problems that I had with it is the same problems that I have with mine. Is I feel like we waited too long to express ourselves in this way, and some of them is dated in a good way. Like I feel like The Drifter and Change for the Culture is an album that I feel like us loving music would have been more appreciated if it came out 2004, early 2000s, because it was so carefully crafted. Like it's an easy listen, and I feel like people won't want to appreciate it now because people don't make albums like that now. And that was really my biggest thing with it, because I was listening to it and then I was like, damn, I know your vision. I mean, from listening to it, I was able to feel the vision of how this was supposed to, tell a story about how somebody that didn't have a family here made something happen. And I definitely want to ask you a question. You wanted to have your child on purpose?
Yeah, Asher was playing. Both of them were playing, but Asher.
Planned Parenthood? They got a lot up in here.
No, I did. I honestly didn't want a relationship with my son's father. I just wanted a baby. And he was like,
the greatest night of his life.
Yeah. Yeah. He wanted a kid too, and I said, okay, this was back when everybody was saying that their world was going in, and I said, what if I never get to have life knowing what it feels like to be a mother?
How old
was I?
Yeah.
20.
Oh my God. This sounds awful saying this to you because I know you, but I'm in the radio world, so people don't kill me. I just feel like you was like the awesome 20-year-old that just randomly said you wanted to do something.
I did.
Oh my God!
Anytime I say I'm gonna do something, I feel like I said it and I can't back out.
This nigga probably was texting everybody. I love this mom. You ain't gonna believe it what you telling me right now. I'll talk to you later. Come on.
My mom My mom told me on December 26th, the day after she met Cleveland. Well, she met Cleveland before, but this is the first time she actually got to hang around him, and she hated him from that experience. She loves him now, but she was like, if you ever have a baby by that motherfucker, I swear to God, I'm gonna push you down the steps.
Damn.
And she was like, and God told her, I didn't tell you to do that. He was like, I told you that she was gonna have a baby, and that baby's gonna be born on your birthday. And when she told me that, I said, my child is not gonna be born on your birthday.
Scorpio.
And what the fuck happened? He was supposed to be born
Shout out
2
to
days
Cleveland.
after.
I think Cleveland's a dope person. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, she loves him now. He is a dope person. He's a great friend. He's a great dad. He just got some screws loose.
You gonna say
But it's okay. We all got some screws.
yeah, I'll finish with you.
But my screws a little tighter.
What?
My screws a little tighter. You don't know that motherfucker.
Man, you missed one screw.
Just one.
I'm
That motherfucker
convinced. You ain't gonna tell me that your top is completely nailed shut. No, I don't see you in action.
Well,
So I'm seeing you in life, young lady.
I'm just glad that I don't have mental disorders because that shit runs in the family.
Oh shit, backing away from that. Tell me, tell me how you feel about your album now that it's done.
I was very nervous actually.
When somebody say something and say okay,
Because I was very nervous and I almost didn't drop it because yes,
we don't know who Deer Park is. That I'm just letting you know. So if he go to sleep, don't blame us.
oh, I just paid for it in a second. But anywho, so yeah, so I was very nervous. I almost didn't release it, and I started crying. I was like, this song is not making me cry right now.
What song was that?
What song was it? Still Healing. I said, this song isn't making me cry. I said, and there's no reason for anything that came from my story to not make me cry because I know where I came from when I wrote this shit, and if the song don't make me cry, I don't want to do it. And Alex had to keep talking me off a ledge. And then eventually I listened to the whole album together and I did cry. I was just sitting there and I started crying. And I was like, it gotta go out. And then of course like people started listening to it, like people were listening to it before it came out and they were, especially Johnny. Johnny was like, bitch, I felt like he was speaking to me up until the point where you said you had 2 kids. And I was like, wait, no, I got 1 kid, don't I? People were telling me that they loved it, so that's what kind of made it easier for me because at first I felt like I was making it for the people, and then at some point I felt like, was this just for you, or was this for everyone else? And then when it came out, I got a lot more ease and a lot of positive feedback. So it made me feel inspired for the next project. So now I feel great.
It was nice, and it was heartwarming. And I think that the next one is gonna be dope. Here's the thing I just don't want you to do, and I hope you don't. I hope you don't listen to people, because I think you do have a different style, and I think it's not for everyone. Mm-hmm. And I think it's okay to not be for everyone. So I feel like, just keep calling your own shots.
Right.
And you don't have to explain it to nobody. You can just keep doing it your way. But I really I really like it because I couldn't compare it to nobody. The only thing I compare your voice to, sometimes they get a real deep tone, kind of like Tony. Hear real. Sometimes like that, how you can. That's it, but people gonna try to bring you to, what's going on now, and I feel like just, if you want to do it on a feature, have fun with it. But I think you got a certain style, and I actually think it's for certain people.
I take that. My mother you know, she was there through the making of pretty much the whole fucking album. Because, you know, my mom just loves my house. She loves coming to visit. And I love you.
Did you have a moment? Okay.
I do, because my mom was in that bitch. She was like, when I, well, for the longest we called it Don't Lose You. So I call it Don't Lose You, but it's called You Are the Light, Don't Lose You. She was like, that is your voice. She was like, the next project.
Which song was this?
Excuse me, miss, what is
Okay.
So she's like, the one you on, mother sucker.
No, but what I'm saying, because like when you got songs and it's named something, it's like sometimes, you know, like it's when you say, you know, because I would have thought you would have named it Excuse Me Miss, but you didn't. You named it something else. And I'm not looking at it, I play it while I'm working. So
Yeah,
I'm not just playing myself.
But anyway,
Lost
so
the head.
she's like, that's your voice. And like Tyshawn and her, we was in the studio with Tyshawn, they kept telling me to do this T-Boz shit. And I was just like, I don't confine myself to just one thing, because
What is the T-Boz thing? I'm interested. What is the T-Boz thing?
they just like me to use my lower register. I like using my
Tell me
lower
why you
Yeah. Yeah,
I was in love with T.
that shit that we did on that song. What's the song that I did with Tyshawn? That of course we see why it doesn't fit my album. Now we understand why it doesn't fit.
Shout out to Tyshawn.
T-Dot. Bachelor.
It's all love.
What song?
The I know I ain't crazy, bitch. You ain't gonna tell me I'm crazy. You took a bitch on a date. That shit don't work. That don't work with my.
This is his word.
That's what he wrote. I don't do the writing for me shit. I don't do that, but it's cool. That's why I don't like people writing for me, because nobody knows what I want to say unless I tell you. So my album was planned out of how I wanted it to go for a while, but as the story progressed, as I made shit, because a lot of songs, like Hold Your Hand, I was singing to myself. I wasn't singing to nobody but myself. Like, bitch, ain't nobody gonna come and do this shit for you. You gotta do this shit yourself. So I felt like nobody can speak for me like I can speak for me. But my mother, back to her, she's like, oh, your next album, I wanted to drop on my birthday, so you can call it a birthday present to me, if you will. But it needs to be called Bassy Brass and Baritone. She's like, I want you to sing like a man.
What the hell? Tell Tina Turner, man. God damn.
I was like, no, I'm not doing that. She was like, and everything she would tell me that she wanted me to do, I'm like, I already got a song like that. She's like, oh, I want you to do a song where you rap and sing it.
Let your mama got gonna hop on a track, man.
Yeah, if she wanted to do this, she could do it. But she did come up with the concept of the album.
And this is on Apple Music. I'm just gonna put that plug back there. This is
So
on Apple Music.
all platforms.
All platforms. I'm just always on Apple Music.
It's
That's
changed without no E at the end, but it's changed the number 4, the culture.
That's a shame. Black people always butcher already butchered language. Shout out to that, man. Please check out the song, man. I actually like the album. And I'm saying actually because I actually listened to it. Actually is very important. People tell you they listen to it, they heard like 3 songs, and they're like, okay, cool. And then they quote the 3 songs. And then get your ass. Anyway, man, Kid Money, what's going on, man? What's happening with that unpopular opinion?
Oh shit.
You weren't prepared.
Well,
Don't come late to work.
this one right here, like I already showed him, I kind of would like to show the camera. This one is gonna be a short, and it's actually I didn't get the full information on it, so I'm gonna make it extremely short. You guys see this right here? When I ask people, what race is this young lady?
Some Asian.
People seem to not know. They say she's Asian,
Little Filipino.
Filipino. Well, she's 100% Mexican. She claims.
Is there such thing as 100% Mexican?
Nope.
Nope.
No such thing as 100% Mexican.
She
Anyway.
look weird though. She got like a weird shape.
So, to learn about this unpopular part, the part you guys don't like, because black people hate when I talk about people they think they're related to, they're really not. So check this out right here. You guys out there, and this will go down my timeline. You guys out there,
I gotta put this on.
with all these motherfucking You know what? She just gave me an idea. Nope, I ain't gonna do it. Don't need to lose no followers today. You guys out there with these motherfucking charts talking about 12 tribes and shit. Alright? Talking about such and such is related to us. Let me help you out real quick, okay? We were, listen to the word were. We were the Native Americans, and then we weren't no more. Then they became the Native Americans. We are the Aboriginal Indians or American Indians. Yes, yes, yes. We are that. Okay? But when you guys get these charts and you put these Mongols on these charts, and then you claim that they're us, Zendaya, shit like that.
The royal treatment today. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you, lady. Hey,
These people are
y'all.
nuts.
Sexy. I love your vibe. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Amy. Y'all. She dope. She was all the way outside. And
When it comes down to
hey, kid.
Don't do them.
Am I sitting right here today? Right next to my boy?
Don't do them.
now, when it comes down to it,
I'm sorry.
you already know it's in there. These people are not us. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and get to these Native Americans real quick, because you guys sit back and say that Native Americans are us. Now, they should be on that chart, but they should not. Native Americans, where did they come from? Sorry, guys, everybody gonna hate this answer right here. Asia! They came from Asia and came straight on down at a certain point. And guess what happened?
This with DeSoto people, right?
Whoa, it's more than that, buddy. It's more than that.
He's on the edges. See?
So then after that, you know, they get these Asians down here, and they say, you know what, you want some land? We're going to kick these Negras off of theirs. We're going to start giving you guys this land right here. Alrighty, alrighty. What you need to be is the Native Americans. We need you to be the 5 civilized tribes. And I started noticing that. And I started seeing more and more and more and more Asiatic features in these damn Mexicans. But see, the thing is, in a sense, yes, some of those Mexicans are related to us. Because they were the original Mexicans. Those new guys, those new niggas, is not us. Okay?
No new niggas.
That was a part of my unpopular opinion. We will be talking about that fully next week. But I really just wanted to get onto these niggas, you know what I'm saying, Israelite by blood, not by job. Alright? I'm not a nigga out there with a fucking sign screaming at white folks. I don't even give a fuck about white people that much to scream at them. All I'm saying is this. If you're gonna be out there screaming at white people, stop putting white people on your charts.
Stop putting white people what?
On your little Hebrew Israelite charts. Stop putting them on there.
If I can ask a question. Speaking of the Hebrew like, sir, if I can ask a question to Mr. Kid Money. Brandon T. Jackson actually made a great point about why Whoopi Goldberg point about the Holocaust was actually
It was accurate.
accurate. His point was about how the name was changed from Shemitic and Semitic, and the Shemitic people is technically black.
They are.
So if you can elaborate on Shalom, Shemitic, and how that was changed to Semitic.
Absolutely. The Semitic people come from Shem. Alright? This is my favorite part about that is, and even to elaborate with that, is the people that run y'all's world consider themselves to be the lineage of the Bible. They consider themselves to be the Semitic people. So the whole Semitic thing that they bring out, we are the Semitic people. Everybody knows that because it's by bloodline. It's not even just a color thing.
So like Semitic and Shemitic is different,
It's the same.
but like somebody basically know that they're not the bloodline of Shem, so they just change Shemitic to Semitic.
No,
Is that what basically happened, or?
it all go together. It's just different word phrases for
Okay.
different people. Because what you would call a Jew is not in the Bible, but what a Jew is in the Bible is being from the line of Judah. So
You are God sent.
what?
I was telling Alan he's God sent.
Did it work?
That is true. I've told him this a lot. He don't believe.
Yes.
Did it work?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes, it works.
Okay.
We have a lot of misnomers out there, like calling people black and all of that different stuff, or native, and all that. We got a lot of misnomers. But just like you said, when they changed, what they changed Shem to was anti-Semitic. They changed that. That word doesn't exist, and they changed anti-Semitic to make it racist to talk about white Jews.
But like, ain't anti-Semitic or anti-Shemitic, Shem, that's technically, that's basically slavery, right? Technically. Because if we're the
You saying
Shemitic people,
you saying they're anti?
yeah, like
Technically,
basically
they would
anything
be.
Shemitic is denying the. Basically, Semitic is supposed to be denying the kids of of the chosen Jews of their land, basically, right?
Right. We're
Okay.
the Semitic people,
Okay,
and they created anti-Semitic just for propaganda, where it's
Gotcha.
they don't want you to be able to critique what they do. So when you critique what they do, they'll just name it, instead of saying racist, they'll say it's anti-Semitic. So when people keep bringing up that all these Jews were black first, they'll use the phrase anti-Semitic. And it's crazy. It's so funny to me because the Bible will talk about there's going to be certain Jews in synagogues during this time, the synagogues of Satan. And they own up to being in those synagogues. They're the ones in the synagogues now. So it's funny to me. Like, I love prophecy. Like, that's one big thing. But I'm done with my unpopular opinion. We are not these mongoloid motherfuckers. We were the original people. I don't want you guys to keep... I don't know if there's any out there. It probably is. I don't want you guys to keep getting us confused with these fucking Asians and these dark...
Edomites.
Yeah, all these fucking dark natives. And why are they dark? Anybody ever wonder why are they dark? Why are those people real dark? What do you have to do to change people's color dark?
Mix them.
Gotta mix them. You gotta
Breed 'em.
fuck their women. So what you do is you kill the men and fuck the women.
so you can. The best way to destroy a kingdom is to destroy the bloodline.
If
Kill
we
the
can't,
man and fuck the women?
yeah, if we can't beat them,
And you
we'll
kill
breed 'em.
all sons. You
Kill all
kill all
sons.
sons. You rape daughters. You rape. That's how you. That's how they. Whenever you read about somebody being conquered, that's conquering. Conquered is not just shooting down the soldiers and planting your flag.
Yes.
Conquering is
Getting it in.
you getting it in.
You really putting it out there.
We having a party and we're
We
going
gonna
to
get our
drink.
people out here.
Also turning the women against the men. That's the reason why the system of the woman and the man is like that with the black man right now. You turn all the women against the men. And that's how you deculturize them. After that.
That is a great segue.
Yes.
Into, do we think that black fathers, good black fathers, is getting credit, and is credit really needed? Are they just doing what they're supposed to do? Ashanti wanted to take this first.
Yes, I do. I feel like when we have a child, this is our responsibility. Single mothers get glorified a lot for very specific reasons, but we always shine the light on the fathers that don't take care of their children. And this way, that's all we see. When that's all we see, we feel like as a mass majority, black fathers don't take care of their children, and that's absolutely not true. In my opinion, in my experience, especially with all the black men that I've seen in my life that actually do take care of their children and that are partially or more than partially responsible for their children. I feel like we shine a light on these black men and then sit here and say, like Father's Day, for an example, the mothers, they get glorified every day of the year.
Fathers only get steak.
Fathers get one day of the year and they still cooking at a cookout on their Father's Day.
That's a fact.
On their day of enjoyment. But I feel that we overly shine the light on these fathers that don't take care of their children, which is a very small percentage. So when people see fathers that do take care of their children, they make it seem as if this is abnormal or like this is a special person for taking care of responsibilities that they decided to have in the first place. That's what I don't understand about it. So I do believe that the fathers that are taking care of their children, I don't think they're being overly glorified, but I feel like they're shining the light on something that well, which they're gonna do that anyway. With black people, they're gonna always make it seem like gay people. They're gonna sit here and make it seem like majority of gay people are black. It's not true. A majority of men that don't take
Is
care
that
of
happening? Are they saying that majority of gay people are black?
they always shine the light on the black gay people. You never really see a lot of white gay people on TV. They mostly, unless it's like an interracial couple with a black man.
Unless they got something to do with
That's what
like
she just said.
fashion.
Interracial couple. There's
Yeah.
always an
No, what they're
interracial
trying
couple.
to do is put it out there so that black men could be more interested. It's the white people
Advertising.
that's there's a lot of white guys that's really gay, but they trying to put it in the black kids' minds to program them so they could start becoming gay and thinking it's okay. Like, that's not okay. I mean, I'm not saying it's not okay. I mean, you gay, you gay.
It's not.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not.
Like, I don't see nothing wrong with that, and I got my own reasons why I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I just don't agree with all of the sexual scenes in the new shows. It's always a gay sex scene. It's always a sex scene, period. And it's just getting out of control. I know I just kind of add to another level.
you went there.
You know, but I'm really sick of seeing it. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to program
Honestly,
my
I'm not
children.
interested, and I know we all gotta be
And
PC. I don't hate gay people. I feel like whatever you like, you like. But I do feel like we're only here to reproduce.
And
that's
not
just
only
the
that,
way.
like, I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? I like.
What you like?
I
Good
like
vibes?
both. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I like both, and that's just real. You know what I'm saying? I do believe in reproducing. I do believe in, you know, just raising your kids properly too, though. Giving your kids a chance to do what they want to do, because they're human too. You know, not just
Facts.
putting something in their minds or,
Facts.
oh, this is what you see, so this is what you get, and this is what you do. Like, that's not what you do. But to touch on, should black fathers get credit, or should we look at it as well, what should be done to begin with? I just feel like when you have a child and you lay down with somebody and y'all reproduce, everybody should take equal parts in the position that you play. You know what I'm saying? You're the father, you take care of your child. You're the mother, you take care of your child. I don't feel like mothers should be glorified more than fathers. I don't feel like black fathers should be glorified because they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
Like, every day I get up and I work my ass off. I'm a single woman. I'm not going to say I'm a single mom, because I'm not. Because my daughter's father is very much involved in my daughter's life. But he, you know, he's military. He see her when he see her. But at the same
Her
time,
future secured.
huh?
I said her future's secured.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm going to just say that and leave it there. Okay, I wouldn't have it any other way.
That wasn't a question. I just wanted.
No, for sure.
Okay, fair.
No, I was just adding.
No, add it on. Oh, sorry.
I was just
Sorry.
adding. But at the same time, when I don't get a pat on the back for doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, your kids is your kids. And if it's Father's Day, absolutely the light should be shined on you if you are a good father and you take care of your kids. But not just because you laid down with somebody and had a child, you should be glorified on Father's Day.
Right.
You know, it was one day of the year that goes directly to you as a dad, and it's one day a year that goes directly to you as a mom. We appreciate that and keep it moving. Do what you're here to
How
do.
do you feel?
Shanti?
How do you feel about the dads cooking on their Father's Day?
Dad's cooking?
The cookouts.
That's a great question.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel like
I don't
what do
know
you-
about that.
Basically,
So dads
yeah.
cook on Father's Day?
the-
Yeah, that's a-
Well,
about
I don't feel bad about it. And, you know, I'm going to tell you why. Because on Mother's Day,
Don't you dare do it.
some mothers.
Don't you?
No, I have to compare it because
They don't cook.
No, God damn it.
Mothers cook on Mother's Day.
No, and that's not the comparison.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm gonna say this.
I'm sorry.
On Mother's Day, a lot of mothers say, I'm getting my kids on Mother's Day and we gonna do this. We're gonna do a family this. We're gonna do a family that. Or I'm gonna cook or I'm gonna take my kids out. I'm gonna do the motherly thing on Mother's Day.
Right.
Some mothers want to break on Mother's Day and they want to do their own thing on Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? So if the dad want to cook, dad gonna be dad on Father's Day. We gonna represent dad. We gonna
The
celebrate
dads don't
dad.
wanna
That's what
cook.
dad wanna do. Dad gonna cook.
The dads don't want to cook. There's nothing else no one
That's
have
not
planned.
true. Some dads want to cook.
Every dad that like I have known, seen, and social media have showed.
I didn't know that
they're
was a thing.
That's the thing. Men hate. There's never a sealed plan on Father's Day. Like that's a thing. Like if you type in Father's Day,
It's never.
it'd be like, bro, I don't want to cook, but I'm on the grill.
Do me a favor.
Oh, that part.
Can you repeat the question?
Well, we
What?
need to learn how to work the grill. I would say I don't know how to work
But
the
how
grill.
do you feel about mothers that they say Happy Father's Day to on Father's Day?
I don't think that you need to do that.
And,
Because
and the
a
question,
mother
you started to repeat
cannot-
the question. I'm sorry.
He needs a question repeated.
Yeah,
Yes.
does somebody remember the question?
What was the question again?
Yes.
Should black fathers get celebrated for being a good father?
glorify?
Yeah,
Glorify.
so they
There we
get
go,
credit, or
that's all.
should we look at it as that just what should be done? to
I
begin
will
with?
say this right here. All right.
Did you just not know? I thought you needed it for someone in your life, but you just didn't remember.
No, I didn't
Yeah, he don't
remember.
Go to your notes.
I will say this right here. That when you have such an attack on one group of people, they do need to be vindicated a little more. When the attack just keeps going and going and going and going for years and years, and it's systematic at that, then at certain times they do need to be a little bit glorified. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it like that, but when are men actually celebrated? Like that's a real thing. When are men actually really celebrated? People want to say Father's Day and Mother's Day, but Father's Day is Mother's Day. And Mother's Day is Mother's Day. To me. Shit. Hard. Hey! That word. I didn't know you can write shit like that. That's dope. That's fucking dope. I'm learning about technology, bro.
He
I'm
act like
learning-
he like
I'm learning about
50
technology,
years
bro. This
old.
shit is fucking amazing.
So, like, personally,
I like it,
Shanti, how do you feel? Like, are you like, you have children, so on Father's Day, what do you do? And what do you advise other people? What do you think other people should do?
Well, I ain't with their daddy, so I just get them a present and keep it moving.
So, if you're not with them, you don't.
I always get you a present. Like that's just who I
Okay,
am.
yeah.
But like, well, I think last year Cleveland, I got him like a Father's Day, like a little pocket watch. You know, a little old school pocket watch. He loved pocket watches. We both always talked about that. That we always wanted a pocket watch when we
You're
were
talking like
kids.
the with the little thing.
Yeah, the little pocket watch that you clip in your thing and you pull it out with the
Get
chain.
y'all lives together. This
Yeah.
is not 1968.
We always talked about how we wanted a pocket watch. So I got him a pocket watch and it was just like a little cute little message to dad or whatever. And for whatever reason, he thought his son picked it out. But I let him have it.
I don't think it should be a designated day.
I feel like, and even Tyreek, it shouldn't be. But even Tyreek, like I'll let him pick out a gift for his dad because I really don't fuck with him.
All right, Kid Money.
But he's a good father.
You just said something and she agreed. What did you just say? You don't think it should be a
I don't think it
designated-
should be a designated day.
What you mean by that? Before you elaborate.
I don't really think it should be a designated day. I think it needs to be something to be pushed more. You get what I mean?
So like you don't think it should be a Father's Day or a Mother's Day?
No, I don't think it should be a Father's Day. Definitely.
I think every day is Father's Day and Mother's Day.
I don't think it should be a Father's Day or a Mother's Day. I just think that we just need to start appreciating each other more. I do think, but I'm being real. You can only get shot so many times. And you have to understand, like this, like I said, it's the whole assault on one group of people.
Why?
So at that point, like certain stuff do need to be
I
implicated
didn't
a
think
little
it
bit
was
more.
that serious.
It's not.
Yeah, in a way.
I don't know what this is definitely.
Oh damn, I missed it.
I don't know if y'all know what's going on behind the camera. All right, guys. All right, guys. One thing that I wanted, this is a 3-parter. Kid Money, definitely ready for your response. Ladies, I wrote this thinking about you. So, this right here is, this going to be in the next 3 weeks. This little thing called the instructions on dating someone with a kid. Now, the first chapter I wanted to jump into, when is it a right time to introduce your child to a kid? Now, we all know Kid Money will be coming from the perspective of dating somebody with kids. And we know that you two ladies have kids, so you guys' opinion is very, very important. I'm going to toss this to Johnny. Okay.
Right,
If you want him to go first, kid,
Cut
the
the camera
ladies.
off. I will be back. Alright, fuck it.
No,
Let's
fuck it.
just-
Lose some followers today.
Alright,
Let's get it.
lose some followers today.
No, I just want to add one thing.
Ask the question.
Ashanti, it's so funny. Last week, did I wear pink? Well, whenever I wore pink,
You
you
wore
wore pink.
camouflage.
Today, I swear to God, I wore camouflage last week. You're right. But I was
Yeah.
going to wear lime green today.
Well,
And
what
you
is
got
just
a lime
for
green.
Mirror Classic.
Oh my God. That's my favorite color.
Mirror Classics, go ahead and shop with her. It's mirrorclassics.com.
Ooh.
Yes, with an S at the end of classics.
Shout her out. Shout her out.
These are classics pieces, and I am a classic doll.
Thank you for not using the
Ashanti,
B word.
you know.
All right, so we got the topic out the way.
That's
Johnny
what
said- Johnny selected Kid to go first. She wanted you to kick
I
this
want to know
off.
what Kid got to say about
You
this.
should you
Yes,
should
we
don't want to
talked-
like say the rules first and then get his response. And you want to throw him out the woods.
Oh, I'm
Throw
gonna
them
say
out.
some shit because it's gonna be
Okay,
great.
we can say the rules first. Ashanti,
Okay.
you go ahead.
So
baby.
like
You
break
take
down
it
the
first.
rules.
Well,
We gonna do one
Okay.
or two apiece.
Let's do this.
One or two rules apiece.
What you feel?
I want him to say it because I don't want him to change his answer.
I'm not gonna change
He not.
Okay.
Oh, you know he
Listen.
not.
What's the first rule? How long should it take before you introduce your kids to
Oh, y'all had
a
questions.
significant-
No, like so I'm saying like that's the topic.
So
for
just
today.
okay. The rules when dating a single black man. Period.
Oh,
Rules. I mean.
I was gonna
woman.
say what?
I mean, not man.
I was like, wait, what? That shit.
Rules when dating a single black mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't ask when you gonna meet my kids. Don't ask that shit. You gonna meet my kids when I'm damn well ready. That's the fucking first rule.
I like that. Can I elaborate on
Rules
that?
for my kids. When I'm on the phone, don't pop your big head ass in my phone and ask me who the fuck I'm talking to. Cause it ain't none of your fucking business. If I wanted you to know, I would have said, Asher Tyreek, come over here, come meet this person. I didn't ask you to meet them, so don't come in my camera and be like, who is you? Don't do that shit. Rules for my strong black man.
Absolutely.
Black brother.
Don't ask me for my address if we ain't been on at least 5 dates. Cause I don't do the whole come into my house thing. You're not gonna know where my kids sleep, where I lay, all of these things. If you my friend, that's a whole nother motherfucking story. It's a whole nother story. Rule number 3. Don't be sitting up here telling my kid that you their uncle, cause that's incest.
Ooh, that part.
Oh man.
That part.
Ooh, I think 6 months is a very scary number. You don't know who somebody is for at least a year.
Right.
So I feel like until you know who that
I
person
beg to
are,
differ.
But go ahead.
I break the difference.
you know somebody in 5 months.
6.
You know somebody in 6 months. You can read people. That's a whole nother story.
Yep.
But it's some shit that you could be sitting up here hiding. And I ain't gonna know for sure, for sure.
Oh, within that 6 months time, I'm gonna figure it out.
So give me your time frame. Like,
Yes.
what is your
My-
rule on how
Yes,
long?
and I learned this from trial and error.
Okay.
So we're gonna say 1 year.
1 year?
That's we gonna cash that.
You can hold out for 1 year without.
I got kid free week, so if you can't fuck with me on my kid free week, we can't fuck with each other.
And shout out to the dads for the kid free week.
Yeah, that's
that you did.
blessings.
That's dope. I love that.
All right, Johnny John.
I'm gonna say rule number 1: don't ask to come over my place, especially during the weekday, because I'm just busy. You know what I'm saying? We got things to do. I'm tired, and you're not seeing my kid. You know what I'm saying? And I know you asked how long should it take for you to meet the kids. It's not a set time for me. I cannot set that time and say this many months or this many years. Or it's just when I'm comfortable enough with you and I know that you're gonna be for me.
Can you say comfortable one more time?
When I'm comfortable enough with
Let's
you
just say comfortable.
Comfortable.
and I know that you're going to be for me. If I don't see a future with you, you just not meeting my kids. And it's not even about me not seeing a future with you. I have to be sure and firm that this is gonna be what it's gonna be. You know, I have to really feel that, or I have to know that I'm gonna be with you for a certain time period before I say, oh, okay, you can meet my kids. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know what your family like. I gotta know your background. I gotta just know a lot about you, because it's just a lot of stuff that come with that. You know, first of all, I'm a black queen raising another one. You know, and I can't have, if I'm dating, I'm dating. That don't mean I'm only seeing one person. If I'm dating, I'm dating. I'm seeing whoever I'm seeing. And my baby don't gotta see everybody that I'm dating. You know, when I'm positive and I'm affirmed that this is who I'm gonna be with, then that's when she'll get to meet him. And it's no telling when I'm gonna decide that. Because on different stages of my life, I'm gonna take my time how I wanna take my time. At this stage of my life, I might want to move fast. At this stage of my life, I might want to do this. I might want to do that. So, at the ending stage, I'm definitely taking my time, and I definitely want to know exactly where it's gonna go. I learn some lessons along the way and shit, you know. So, no, you just gotta be patient with that. Don't ask to come over, especially during the week, and don't call between 6 and 9 p.m. during the week.
Don't even call. So just text.
Don't call between 6 and 9 p.m. during the week, because that's dinner time. That's time to get the kids ready for bed. You can call me after 9, maybe around like 10 o'clock. Give me some time to myself. Give me some time to put the kid to bed. You know what I'm saying? Just give us our time. Give me some time to connect with my child.
Have you said this to somebody just like that?
Because I feel like the devil
Like the way
stays.
she said that, I felt like I was on the phone with her. Like, damn, okay.
Don't call
No,
me.
I kind of
before
like
9
break it
o'clock.
to them easy. And the people that I date, though, they already get it, most of them. They already get it. They already come equipped. Because I date a certain caliber. I'm not dating any of your body. I'm not dating no fuck ass niggas that's talking about some, oh, I'm finna pull up on you. We finna smoke. No, who you gonna?
No.
That was another one of my rules. Don't ever, you cannot ever pull the fuck up on me. You can't pull up on me. You can't say you want to smoke.
I don't know
I
how
got
I
my own
forgot
weed.
that one.
You
That's
can't
no
say you want to
point.
drink. I got my own drink. You can't say shit to me. You know what I'm saying? No. So
She
nobody's
said
ever.
mouthful.
You're not pulling up on me. That's just not a go.
Did you hear?
And
Did you hear
what's another one?
Let's say that.
Never ask me when I'm free.
Whoa! What? What? Hold
don't
on.
care.
Please elaborate. How?
Because I don't know when I'm free. I make time for who I want to make time for if you worth it. I don't know if I'm free, and I'm never free. I always got something to do as a mom.
I like what she
I
said.
always got something to do. I'm never free. If I want to make time for you, I'm going to make time for you. Set something up. Let me know what it is that you want to do.
Okay.
And we can go from there.
You see
And
what I
I'll
mean?
tell you when I'm available for that if I want to do that. But don't ask me when I'm free, because, nigga, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm not free.
That's pure facts.
I'm not a free woman.
I
I'm just
hate
not
when
fucking
people
free.
ask me, "Are you busy?" I hate that.
I'm
question.
always busy.
I'm always busy.
And you just text me. You just want me to just not be busy. No,
Just
shit,
Just tell me what you want. That's hold on.
I ask y'all, are y'all busy all the time?
And I hate
I
it.
think that's a respect. He's
No,
like,
it's not.
no, I'm relaxing. I'm like, so that means you.
If you hear that attitude in my voice, well, I hate that question.
I mean, if I didn't have a child, you know what I'm
So
saying?
what is
I
the
might just
appropriate
be
question?
free here and there, but I'm never free.
She just said it. Set something up and don't and see that question is a fear of that. That question is a fear of rejection. So what you're trying to do is get you to basically commit to a date and hold you to it. That way, I just eliminated my. You know what I mean?
Asking you
My
are you
fear,
busy?
like,
I'm asking about
absolutely.
right this second.
No,
I'm asking about today.
but if I'm the man, I would say, hey, Saturday, I'm feeling like I got this in a movie. Then that gives you the option of saying if you want to do it or not. But saying, or like, when are you free? You may be free, but not for me. You may be free.
Exactly.
Y'all
I might
talking
be
about two
free, and I
different
just
things.
want to take.
Y'all talking about two different things.
Wait.
If you can break down what you're talking about, then I'm sorry.
Can I wait? Well, I just want to touch on that right
Yeah.
quick. I might not be free. I might be
Don't be
free,
sorry.
but I might be free to get me some me time.
Yeah.
I might be free to catch up on some things that I done put to the side. I might be free, but I need to clean up. I don't.
You
I'm
ain't
just-
free, but you reasonable.
But like I said, I'm never free. Period. That's why I said that.
That was a good little joke.
If I ask you, are you busy? That's because I need you to do something.
Exactly. I don't want that. Don't ask me that. Just shoot your shot, and I'm gonna tell you yes or no.
I will say this though. She's 100% right
You're talking
on
about a
that front.
friend, not a relationship.
I know.
I'm saying
No, I'm
shoot-
talking about a
shoot-
very specific situation. When I called his ass and I asked him,
I hate
That's a
when-
friend.
You're not me. See, I don't do that kind of shit.
What can you want to do?
I'm an aggressive ass motherfucker. I'm more of a chance kind of guy. So when I say chance, I mean like this. Look, hey, straight up, it's gonna be like this. Next week we going here and we doing this.
why he had to change his
Is
voice?
that the voice?
That we.
Did you go extra Atlanta?
I had
Say
to
it
do-
again.
I had to do talk.
Oh, she like that Atlanta talk. Hold
Wait,
on.
no, say it
You made
again.
She just said it
We going hell.
Uh-oh.
We're going hell.
Look at it when you say it.
What?
Stop blushing.
Telling me
man.
the law.
Stop blushing.
Who, me?
Yeah,
No,
your cheeks
Is
turning
that what
red.
I'm doing right now?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Just call me out. Okay. But
His ears is red as fuck right now. It was
it's
not
because
that-
I've never done it that way. Like the way I do it, it just be real. It's just straight. Even in a text message, because I'm only gonna hit you 3 times. Because I'm not the type of nigga like to go places. So if I tell you we going somewhere, you best believe I fuck with you. You best believe I fuck with you. Because the place we'll be going every single night after that, home, 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 home. So
See, cancel, 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 cancel. Your ass is canceled already.
that's
You
why.
can't just say that.
That's why you gotta be aggressive. First, you can't let her know that you're a couch potato until later. When she realizes all the places she thought she was gonna go,
Oh,
You ain't shit.
Yeah.
I'm taking the camera off of you.
you ain't real.
You
Cause
ain't
I ain't no
shit.
couch potato. We ain't finna sit in no house. We finna go hike up a mountain. We finna go climb a
like
tree.
when the last time you hiked
We
about.
finna go.
Y'all girls be saying all this extravagant. Y'all know y'all.
I'm not climbing
do
no damn
these
mountain.
things for real.
I'm not climbing no tree. I live right in Stone Mountain, like 2 minutes away from the mountain. I ain't never been to Stone Mountain.
We just go outside and sightsee.
But I will, but I'm just not that much of a nature girl. Like, I'm a Cancer.
I
I like
love
the water,
nature.
I like the beach. You know,
That is true.
I
Can't see
do it,
trees,
but
man.
I don't
What's the
like
limit of
bugs. I don't like the fact that I can't shower. I just, all that stuff is just a lot.
Damn. So I guess you don't want to go camping with
But
me.
that's what I was thinking about going camping.
No. Understand this.
No,
Understand
the
this. Her
reason why I
definition
was
of
saying-
camping is
no,
very
it
different.
makes
Why?
sense.
You
That's
want an RV or something?
No, that's why you said that, because one of my friends asked me if I might want to go camping this weekend. So the things that I was playing in my mind it stemmed from me thinking about going camping. So that's why. But I will go. I'm the type of person, I'm like super adventurous. So like, even if I am not with that shit, like I'm just not with that shit, I still might just try it out. And I've been camping before several times, as a child, just growing up.
The
And
new school camping.
I
is
enjoy
not real.
camping.
Yeah, because I went camping in a
Being in a lodge
RV, so
is
that was
not
different.
camping.
We did not. We were not in the lodge. We pitched fucking tents
Ooh.
in the woods,
Oh, I ain't
and
had
we
no tent.
hiked, and we did this in the mountains, We did all that shit. Like, we went
What y'all do?
camping. We lit a fire.
So what you
We
do?
cooked breakfast. We cooked while we was like on the trip and shit. We had all the mosquito shit. So you know,
Them still
stuff.
Why you rubbing your leg?
I don't know why you made her go
I'm just
there.
in the moment now. Like
Okay, so back to it. Kid money.
I'm thinking about it.
Dating someone with a kid. When do you think is the best time to meet a kid, and what is some of your rules?
I do have rules. And the crazy thing is, my rules all are out loud. I need you to know my rules because
You have
You have to
rules?
verbalize them.
For what?
my rules are just for you. They're not even for me.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you what
Oh,
I'm
they tight already. They tight.
You got rules?
Yeah.
Hey, men should have rules.
I do.
It should have boundaries.
Go ahead.
It should have
Your rules
boundaries.
be too
You should have
superficial
rules.
for me, but go ahead. with
Boundaries.
Should have
Not with my
rules.
kids. You know what
My rules are a little unique. But I mean, it's just real. First of all, I do have a rule. I will not ever meet the child the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. No. I need to know that we got a bond, that we are stuck. It ain't about we got a bond and we fuck with each other. No.
Or that we're gonna be in a relationship. It's just that y'all stuck in a way that y'all gonna have some type of relationship. And that's how I feel about it too. Like, we don't gotta be in a relationship romantically, but the fact that I know that you might be my friend forever, or you're just a good person, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be around some type of relationship, then maybe my child can meet you on that level. But don't fucking cross the line and be in front of my child and you know that this is what we got going on and then try to be affectionate around my child.
Exactly.
That's where I draw the line. I don't have time for that shit because I'm not about to confuse my child. No. This is what it is. We friends. This is mommy's friend and that's it and that's all.
Some niggas, and I'm gonna say this. Some niggas, and this is probably something that y'all mostly know, but most women don't know it. Some niggas prey on women with kids for these reasons. Once you have a woman with a kid, I don't know. If
Sorry.
that's,
Yes,
okay.
you're right.
Once you have a woman like with the kid and she's committed, her level of bullshit taking is high, which means you can get away with a lot of bullshit. The first manual that niggas do is they get close to the kid because that mother gets blinded and she goes 7 years before she realized, I ain't never really loved a nigga. He was just really good with kids. He was really good with my kid. He came in, he took care of them, he liked them, and I felt like we was a family. And women are suckers for family. And men know that. That's why they say, let me meet the kid. Niggas don't be want to meet y'all niggas' kids. They just want you to feel like they into kids. Like, and then you be like, yes, he keep asking me my kid. He's so anxious to meet my kid. I'm going to make his ass wait. Really? He hope he keep waiting, most of them. And then the other half do it to manipulate women. And I really feel that way. I know niggas that only date these type of women.
I do too.
Oh, shit.
But it's also men that prey on single women, not really.
That should be all women. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Oh, I thought you stopped.
Come back.
No,
That's how you said what?
there's a lot of men that prey on single women and will stalk them on social media to get to the child, not for the good reason, but for other reasons.
Oh no, that's scary. See, that's scary. I'm not gonna rock nobody for
I've
that.
heard those stories too.
Yeah, that's scary.
But I really just want to touch on what you just said, AR. Because there are a lot of men that only date single moms. Because now, number one, I feel like I've been in a situation before where the person tried to get in with my child. You know what I'm saying? They knew what kind of person I was. They already knew the boundaries that I had. They already knew my morals and stuff like that. So they knew that once my child was around you and saw you in this light, that I'm not about to be bouncing around.
Thanks.
So you already feel like you already locked in. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, that's not the only reason why they do that. They do that also for security. They know that you being a single mom, you always gonna have a roof over your head. You always gonna have motherfucking food in your house. You always gonna have motherfucking snacks. You always gonna have fucking means of transportation. You always gonna keep a job. You always gonna make sure shit is held down properly.
Hold
period.
on, wait, kid.
Without their ass.
Kid. I need you on this one. Is that true? Like for men?
Say it again.
Now, she's saying that basically men also use women with kids.
For stability.
Yeah.
Stability,
Absolutely.
security.
Well, I mean, the easiest way to use the child is exactly what he said. Just I would more get her more interested in wanting the child to be around me, not me trying to get to know the child.
Right.
I've had a woman say, "I wish you the things that you could teach my son." So that right there, I would give them a piece of me that they want to give to their child, and then I would use them. I'm not saying not literal. I'm
Kind of
just
man, I just need them to know. I'm gonna give y'all a little tip.
Oh.
Y'all need
Not
to
the
pray. Y'all, the tip is y'all need to pray on women who kids' father is not in their lives. Y'all will do better off like that.
Really?
Because with
Say it
my
one time.
child,
I'm sorry.
you guys that are out here praying on women for security, like single moms for security and all that type of blanket stuff, you gotta know that you need to deal with women that the kid's father ain't in their life. Because, like me, my child father very much in her life, and she don't need a dad. You know what I'm saying? She don't need a dad. She got a dad already. So if you're gonna come to me, you better come with the shit on some other shit. Please do not include my child in shit. And I'm not even saying that in a bad way, but don't even involve my child. Don't include my child. She don't got nothing to do with this until I know that we doing what we doing and what we doing is what we doing.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all. Don't include her. She have nothing to do with it. I see people trying to do that all the time. Like, you want to use that. Stop right there. It's not happening. And I'm good. She good over there. I'll see you when I don't have my baby. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a slim choice of time for you to see me. You know? And if you make time and you want to make time, you gonna make time. If you're not, then sayonara. Like,
Hasta la vista, baby.
Kid, is there anything feel like you want to add?
hold on, wait. It was another part of that, right? I'm trying to think where I'm at.
What you
I'm
mean?
trying to remember where we at too.
The rules on dating someone with a child and how long do it takes until you meet the child.
Okay,
And
cool.
then like you was saying that you had rules, but you started with the rules, you never got to how long would it take.
There we go.
I thought he did.
Now he only talked about the rules, then everybody got hyped.
Okay, go ahead.
For me personally, I try to make it take as long as possible. Like I say, my goal is I want to talk about the child while never meeting them first. I want you to want me to meet the child eagerly because I want you to want the values that I offered that child.
That means she getting to know you fully.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
I don't even talk about the child that much. I only give her as much as me as possible. After that, she starts selecting values. She might have
You give her a lot of you.
exactly.
it sounds like to me you trying to lure her in
Well, no. Well,
at her expense, so she can't say that you did this.
no. See, the
Right
first one I
there.
was making a joke, but when I'm really doing that, I really want to be with that person. Like a woman with a child, I really would be with. You know what I'm saying? I love a woman with experience, and a woman with a child doesn't have BS. That's the biggest thing he said. And I love a woman who's going to sit back and say, I'm not going to do this because my child has to be viewed this way. So if I'm talking to you, we're just talking and it's just us. I love that about women with kids. You know, I don't use that against them. I actually value that more. But I was just making a joke because I've never been that guy to do that because people always just ask me, why do you talk to people with kids? People always ask me that. Like, I like a woman who's already grown. I'm just being honest. Where it's like she's not thinking about going outside to the streets and all this shit because who's gonna take care of such and such? You know, so I like that. Just being honest.
Yeah. You could appreciate a woman like that, not just be trying to use them. That's just
Now, ladies, let me flip this.
I was gonna flip something too. Go ahead, flip it.
Dating a man with a child.
That's not fair. It's just not fair at all.
It is. And see, the best part of this, because I got, you know what I mean, my guy in the room, and I want him to hear you guys and just to see if that makes sense to him. If you have If you're dating a guy, you still have your situation, so you still have your kids. But you know, your free weekends, you got a male friend and he dating.
It's a whole week, not a weekend.
However you feel it, got you. A whole week. A whole week, kids free, which is fantastic, by the way. And you're dating somebody with their kids, you know what I mean? And let's say they're really into the healthy relationship between them and their kids' mom, so they're still involved. How do you navigate that?
Am I gonna speak from experience?
However you want to speak.
Tell us this.
Tell us this.
I dated both. You know, both of my kids' fathers, they only have their kids. I'm the only one with multiple kids in this situation. And this throuple, if you will.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know what just happened.
What is a throuple?
She just went for it. She
And
turned
y'all
to
know I
Jada.
can't hear. I didn't even hear.
She
something. I
turned to
just
Jada Pink and Swift over here. She just.
But no. But how do I navigate that? I don't, it's the same. I don't want to meet your kids right now. I feel like I don't want to date a man that got 5 kids. Because I already got enough kids, and when we put all these kids together, where we're really going to end up at is looking a little Brady Bunchish.
So, like, what if he meets your kids, and 2 years down the line, you still haven't met his?
Oh, you're not going to meet my kids and I meet your kids.
So, you got to be some swap?
I need to know. I need to know, because if your kids act a certain way, you can always, you can kind of tell the way that their parents raised them or the way that their other parent
You
is.
can tell.
That
You can tell. That shit
my
bad.
child a little wild. The second one a little wild. But you could tell that he was raised differently from Asher. Because Asher, but then again, Tyreek is the baby. That's why he act like that too. But anyways, you could tell a lot about people by their children. Your children are a reflection of you. So I feel like, why are you meeting my kids? And
Mommy,
I'm not.
are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. My love. Thank you. Close the door all the
I
way.
wonder, did he know that was his cue to come in?
He always does that. But anyways, yeah, I need to see. Ain't no way, because I feel like there's a respect that's not there. If you're showing, if I'm introducing you to my kids and you're not introducing me to yours, if we both got kids, we gonna all meet these kids at the same time. All of these motherfuckers gonna come together at the same motherfucking time, a year down the line, and we gonna see how they interact with each other. How
That's
they
not
interact.
fair.
That is
Like,
not
because
fair. It's
You
not
said
fair
that
for
you
to-
said that it was 6 months for you, but what if it's 2 years for him?
Well, if it's 2 years for him, it's 2 years for me too. Because
Okay.
you ain't gonna meet my motherfucking kids before I meet your.
Okay, same time period.
Yes.
Okay,
I
Jen.
would say that I need to meet your kids in a certain time frame. Like, I'm not eager to just meet your kids. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to know you, of course, and then eventually I want to make sure that you have interaction with your children. I want to make sure that you're able to have a healthy relationship with your baby mom. Those are the values that I look for, because when it come to me, what if I be your baby mom? Are you gonna like look out for my child? What kind of man are you gonna be? Those are things that I want to see. If I'm dating you and I just never ever get to meet your kids, that tells me a lot about you. I'm not gonna date no man and I'm not gonna have, and I don't want no deadbeat ass dad. I don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? You can't be no deadbeat ass dad and fuck with me, period.
So Heavenly Handy said, keep the kids out the picture until it's very serious.
Exactly, and that's all I'm saying.
Engagement type of serious.
Absolutely.
Kids get hurt all the time. Better wait. It's
And that's
better
how
to
I
wait.
feel. And because my child's dad is in her life, like, that make it even more easier for me to take my time and do what I need to do and see what I need to see. Like, I don't have to have you around my child. Like, if I don't see your kids fucking ever, that is a big problem for me. If I don't hear you effectively communicating with your baby mom, that is a problem for me. And I'm pro woman. So if I hear your baby mom saying she need this and she need that, or she want this and she want that, and it's all about the kids, and you act in a certain kind of way, nigga, what kind of man do that make?
For women, but I don't got no kids. But when I hear certain guys talk about them and their kids with other women, I be proud of them. I be proud of him. I be proud because the stereotype that goes out is women don't like men with kids. I'm not saying that's not true. You know, there's certain women who would rather be the first to somebody, or just rather not pick up extra baggage for the baggage she already comes in with. I gotta say it like that, you know, because that's exactly how I heard it. That's how it sounded. It's like, nigga, I got all these kids, and you got all these kids. So, but what I mean though, for real though, is I see it as a man. It's like it just look harder because a woman can talk about going without sex and all of this and without attention as long as I got my kids. You barely hear a man saying something like that because we always need someone. Mm-hmm. And coming with kids, it's like having, I hate to say it like this to another woman sometimes, but it seems like some women see you as like having 2 mistakes or 3 mistakes or a mistake. Because that's like the stereotype for a man right now is I'm a baby dad, I'm not a father. I didn't choose to be someone's dad. Everything's an accident. So for us, it just always looks bad. Like, you know.
But what about in the rare occasion when you have Ashanti that chose to have kids at 20 and 22?
But I'm saying, with you, that's dope. As the woman, though, I've never seen a man where it's him saying I chose to do it and it's like glorified.
Yeah, if he's not there, it's looked at as
Yeah.
something.
Okay, heard.
Let me go to
They
Alan.
said both been in both situations and both sides of it is hard.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
Mr. Allen, if you can enlighten us, man, you being a male, how do you feel when it comes down to dating?
With kids,
Yeah, like, are you quick? Like, do you have a time where you will like introduce somebody to your kids, and how would that work? Vice versa.
usually around like the 6-month mark.
Okay.
But it's like an introductory stage to see how you respond to my kids. And you fully get to see my relationship, you know, with the mother of my kids. So it's kind of, because a lot of women can't handle that.
Got you.
So that's usually when I can see if we can take it to the next level, because you've already earned enough respect or you showed enough to me to be able to meet my kids. Because that would be like the next step before engagement.
So you feel like if you introducing your children to someone should, like, if you say you would never ask somebody to marry you that haven't met your kids.
Right.
Right. So you would bring your child into the situation to get the response and see how they respond to this person. So it's like it could be a trial and error type thing, and if they only meet your child once, or like what if they develop a relationship with your children and then later on you see that they aren't for your
Touch on
children.
that too, guys.
Well, I keep that away. I keep the relationship from bonding. I just let them coexist in the same space. So you just have to be able to control how much value or attention, you know, your kid is getting from that individual.
So
You know what I mean?
what would you say to somebody that's trying to get close to your kid? Like, how would you deflect them from, trying to overly interact or overly involve themselves with your child?
Well, that's situational. So you have to give me a situation, and I will have to figure it out based off that situation. Because every situation is different. If you're just playing with my child as if she's just a random child, that's okay. But if you're like, oh, I'm about to be, your stepmom, situations, you know, are kind of different. But I set those standards before that even happened on what we are about to do.
Heavenly Handy said, establish rules and boundaries. Be okay with knowing these two people have a child together. The bond with the child, the bond is the child, and a constant reminder. Maturity will need to be there for the couple.
Shout out.
Right.
Johnny, did you have something like that you want to add?
Not for
Listening
that.
to it's all good. Shout out to that.
But let me think.
But just to add too though, like 6 months is like a normal for me, but depending on how fast the relationship is going, that can change.
I know what I was gonna say. Growing up as a child, my dad actually allowed me and my sister to pick our stepmom.
To pick them,
That's whoa.
that's some player.
Whoa,
That's
that's
some real nigga shit.
You know, and he had the ladies, you know what I'm saying? And he had a few ladies at the time. And he brought us around a couple of them. And I'm like, nah, Dad, I don't like that one. You know what I'm saying? It was a time when my dad had gotten robbed. Some guys had ran up in his house, you know, hit him, beat him with a bat, fucked his jaw up and shit like that. He had to eat through a tube. And when that happened, it was one lady that came over. And my dad, like, hungry and stuff. She ain't fixing him nothing that he can eat. She got a little attitude on fixing stuff, or got a little attitude with just the fact that his kids are over for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm 9 years old. Or however old I was. I think I was like 9 years old. Like, I'm peeping this out. Huh?
And I said kids can pick up on attitude.
No, for real. I'm peeping this out. I see you, sis. Like, I see what you about. You know what I'm saying? So, it was another lady that he was dating, and he was dating probably longer than her. And every time I came around this lady, she was always hella sweet. And then, like, she was actually thoughtful. Like, she would buy stuff for us. She bought me and my sisters gold bangles and stuff like that. So, like, when my dad asked us one day, he was like, you know, who do you see me with? Do you like this person? No. Do you like this person? Nah. Do you like this person? Yes. That's the one. And guess what? That's the one. That's my stepmom to this day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And after her wedding, no, after her wedding, like, I actually, me and my sister, we wrote out some paragraphs on how we felt and how, you know, this all came about. I'm like, you know, in the letter, I'm like, yeah, and that one time when she bought the bangles, I'm like, oh yeah, I can work with that. We had the whole crowd laughing and crying at the same time with our little notes.
That's
But
cute.
I think that was super dope, and I think that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? So,
like
and
a
that's
baby.
why I say, like, I don't totally agree with your friend when he said, I mean, engagement time, that's when you meet the kids. Because, no, kids feel different things. You know what I'm saying? A kid can pick up on different things. And not only can a kid feel different things, people can be different around children, too. So, like, you gotta just see how that interaction is, but you just never really know when it's the right time. It's really a chance that you have to take with the right person, what you feel is the right person.
Right.
Like,
I
you just
understand.
never really know.
Like, my mom and my dad is like two totally different people. Both of them, well, they've been divorced. Well, they separated when I was 15. My mother, I have met one dude that she's ever dated, and she dated him for 3 years, and they just broke up. She's dated so many guys, and I only ever met one. My dad, every single woman that he was with, we met. And my mom hated that. He had this one girl named Juliet. And when I met her the first time, my skin crawled. And I was like, Dad, no. And he didn't listen to me. So, hats off to your daddy for listening. But the first one he met was Carolyn. I told him I didn't like her, but she brought us. Like, she still is in our life to this day, but she did steal from us back in the day. Everybody acts like they don't remember this, but she robbed our house when I was in high school.
So she was like a Janine. Okay. You gotta watch the show.
She robbed who out?
She robbed our house when I was in high school, when I lived in Fayetteville on JFK
Who
Trail.
was living in the house?
Me, my dad, and my siblings. My mom moved back to Jersey at the time.
Okay.
And she robbed us. And my mom kept saying it was her, so years later it was confirmed because I was like, yo, that shit look real familiar. Then he finally got with the one that had such a beautiful soul, but the lady was nasty. And they actually married, but he got another girlfriend now. I was like, damn, what the fuck is you speed dating? And it's like, you are always putting us around so many different people and having us around so many people. It's like, I'm thankful that I have my mom to be able to give me a better guide, because if I only had my father, every guy I ever dated would have met my kids.
But like dads do that on purpose.
But
Yeah.
Dads do it on
I-
purpose, and this is the purpose. The reason why dads do that, especially to daughters. Dads do not like to show this type of behavior to the boys. They love to show this to the girls for one reason. I'm your first love. If I convince you that I ain't shit, you're never gonna trust all of the other men. You're always gonna say, well, my dad did this, so I know niggas be on that F jump. So the reason why dads do that, they like for their daughters to see the nitty gritty. So when you get into the ring, you like, I don't trust no nigga.
Yeah.
So
you like
those,
come
yeah.
with shit.
The
and
difference
fuck with.
that I say between men and women, this is horrible, this goes back to our first one. Most kids stay with the mother. So whoever she choose has to be a great parent or willing to learn. With the dad, she don't really have to be a great parent. She just have to be okay with watching y'all without killing y'all. She can really be subpar. Like, she can really be just cute. Dad, she just fun. But she don't know what she doing. Bitch don't know nothing about doing hair. She just take us to get our feet done and she pay for food. But if mom dates somebody, this nigga gotta know how to braid, paint, change a tire. He gotta be with some height so he ain't get punked. He gotta be fun. He gotta be well-rounded. So it's like it's more pressure on whoever the mom choose than whoever the dad choose. But dads they do it on purpose. If a mom bring 30 different uncles, you like, damn, mama had too many fucking friends out there.
the comments a little flooded over here. You know what I mean?
I mean, let them flood.
So-
You can read them, but I didn't care.
This one was to Alan.
Okay.
It said anyone doing too much is annoying. LOL. Back up. Once you babysit or become stepmom, it's constant. It's cute until it's a daily or yearly thing. Being a stepdad is tough too. You're putting resources, time, money into a child that you might not ever see them again. It's a heck of a choice. And kids will always gravitate towards their mother or father regardless. Knowing that up front is a mature adult, it will help.
Okay. Did you have
That's
something?
why when you do stuff, you don't do stuff just for the outcome. You don't do stuff to get something back or to receive a certain something. You do stuff from the heart. Now, if you dealing with this man and you really like this man and you around his kids and you treat his kids good, you know what I'm saying? Just off the strength because you are a good person. You know what I'm saying? That's what it should be. It should never be, because I see this with him, or I know he gonna do this for me, or I know this gonna happen, or whatever. Like, no, it shouldn't be like that. Whatever you do when you move wholeheartedly. You move with pure intentions. That's what it should be. And then at the end, if it don't work out, there are no regrets because you did what you wanted to do.
Right.
Don't do what you think I want you to do. Do what you want to do. That's why I never try to force nobody to do nothing for me. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. You do what you want to do.
Last 10 minutes, anybody, do everybody have any closing or wrapping up everything? If, I don't know who want to start.
Wrapping up everything, dads shouldn't be glorified for being dads. Moms shouldn't be glorified for being moms. We should be appreciated, as kids said, appreciated on a consistent basis.
On a regular basis. You appreciate your mom and your dad, or you appreciate the moms and the dads that's out here busting their ass, especially if they single, because being single is just hard, period, especially in today's times and economy. Like, you are one person taking care of a whole household and every fucking thing else that's expensive as hell. That, you know what I'm saying? Just appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But as an individual, I'm an individual person. I was born in this world by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to die by myself. So it's up to me to take care of myself and to do what myself need to do. I don't need a pat on the back. I don't need to be mad at nobody else for not helping me or doing this and doing that. No, you are an independent individual. Everybody is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that women should not accept independence from men, because I didn't say that right. I don't think that women should be so independent that they don't accept help from men or other people. You know, I think people should help people, period. And it gotta be a domino effect. Everybody gotta be helping each other for that to work. Not just one-sided. One person helping one person.
Right.
You know, so, but like I said, when you gonna do something, do it wholeheartedly. Don't do it just for something in the outcome, what you're looking for. Pure intentions is, you know, what's gonna work.
Period.
Didn't that add up to this?
Don't be coming over here, popping up my house while, excuse me, miss, and my ex, all that bullshit come on, and then the ex wanna pull up talking about, did I leave some mail? Don't pull up in my house.
And don't ask me when I'm free, because I'm never free. Period. Not free. I'll make time
They
for
have
you.
Make time for it.
They have
If I
changed
want.
closing.
Don't come back up in here with that bullshit talking about you want to meet my child, because you're going to meet my child when I'm damn ready for you to meet my child.
This has happened on 2 occasions. One's when I was 18 years old. I never knew that people could buy apartments. There was this chick, she had a daughter or whatever. I knew that she had a daughter because while we were smashing, the daughter was in a blanket next to us. So,
What? Oh!
let's finish. So after that, you get this same time next year, or should I say last year? I didn't mean next year, I mean last year. I had a chick, you know what I'm saying? Only reason I allowed this to happen.
Yeah, you
is
disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
You disrespectful smashing.
Next
Smashing the.
and she
No,
ain't
that
shit.
was all
You
you.
should have known she
That was all. No.
You next to her
Fuck
child.
her. It ain't about her.
Yo more.
You did that. You was like, nah, get in there, yeah, I'ma fuck you. You fuck, you know, baby good. You ain't shit.
If God said I would take cramps away from all women, would you sign up?
Man, you ain't shit, bro. How do you do that? How the fuck do you do that? Because I know somebody that did that shit before. They ain't shit.
Oh!
That was hard. Hey,
He
man.
burped in the.
I just need to let you know what's going on.
I'm about to change my clothes.
Last year, this same time, I had a chick. I allowed this to happen. I do admit I did allow this to happen because it was very annoying. Like you have to understand, like, you don't got. You have to get sitters. So she brought her child to my house. Of course, you already know what happened. The only reason why this happened.
So what
much-
happened was you did it with her with the child in the bed? That's
No,
what it
no,
is?
this
'Cause that's what I'm
time.
thinking.
No, not this time. This time the child was on the floor.
No.
So,
What
good mom. But she had the child in a baby carriage, and she really taught me a lot that day. First of all, she taught me that I would never allow a woman who can project that much to lay in my bed. Because you know how many times you have to clean covers every time she's ready. Nobody wants to lay in that kind of stuff and it's cold and wet. Not only that, I'm sitting back and
They know?
as I'm watching.
I'm just asking.
As I'm watching, you know,
I mean-
this woman take care of her child on my floor because they weren't gonna sit on my bed. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Well, it was cold and wet. I wouldn't want the child in bed.
It was cold and
The
wet.
fuck?
Well,
She laughed afterwards.
guys, it's a great trick, and don't get me wrong, it's sexy. But after you don't have to clean them damn curtains and floor so many times. So anyway, she let me see that I was really, really good on having children because if I gotta go through that much, I didn't want to have them no more. And I realized, and this is, don't you judge me,
Was it a girl or a boy?
The
child.
baby, it was a boy. He knew what was going on. I can tell he knew what was going on.
Did it make a difference?
It did not make a difference
That
for
did not
me.
make a difference.
It don't make a difference, but I would like you having sex in front of your daughter. That's just like, oh my
Any
god.
child.
Any child,
period.
Ashanti.
Any child.
But I get it
period,
because
but
like
I'm
you don't
saying-
have a daughter, so it's like more sacred.
I'm sitting here oh.
Are we really judging a woman?
Yes, I'm judging her. I'm judging the fuck out of this bitch. I don't want to
said
beat her ass for that
I'm
shit.
talking about you, cause she already ain't shit.
Maybe she ain't had it in a while.
Remember I said I did do it with two slow
But
girls.
she also probably was like hella gullible and
No, she was slow.
Say gullible.
Slow.
She was
Say
slow.
gullible, please.
Slow retarded girl.
Can you say gullible?
What's wrong with
Gullible.
you?
Like no.
Are you? So let me get it straight.
No, you
So,
keep
y'all
fucking
are-
those retarded girls. What's going
Y'all
on
are
here?
judging women and special ed people now. Like it just does not fucking matter what happened.
Yeah,
So
man.
they don't need no type of love. They just need to live their whole life without nobody.
Hey, kid, bro, you
Without
can't
nobody.
defend having a
It's
sex
okay,
around
they
someone
just
kid.
slow
So I should have told her no, cause you're retarded.
No, you should said no because your kid is 3.
Your baby's right here.
in the fucking.
How would you
sheet,
feel if you
wrapped
had a
up
child
in
in
a
a
cold
man
and wet spot?
It was
baby
vaginal
mama
sex.
next to your child? How would you
I'm glad they
feel?
didn't hear that
She
part.
shouldn't do it.
And I already know what position y'all was in.
that's
I
disrespectful.
already know
Your
what
child,
position
that's a
y'all
whole
in.
nother
You were
story.
hitting it from the side.
The fuck? What's the covers movie? What's the
The
covers
baby
movie?
was on the floor.
Cause I'm disrespected.
The baby was on the floor.
You're making it worse, bro. You're making it worse.
First of all, I
I cannot
can't.
believe
I have a really
It's
good
over.
bed.
I'm done.
And if the
Don't
baby was
listen
on
to
my
me,
bed, the baby
y'all.
would've fell
He's
off.
a rap now.
Why you couldn't go downstairs and fuck her on the kitchen
It
table?
was an apartment.
Why you couldn't go fuck her in the kitchen?
Why did she want to go fuck in the kitchen?
You gotta set a boundary
I
for
had
Come on,
her.
tell her,
yourself.
come on, right here,
What's
right
wrong
now.
with you?
I told her, if you're gonna come to my house, we're having sex, and she said, "I'm bringing my baby." What?
Because she did not answer the main part of what you
What more can
I'm not
I
bringing
do?
my child to fuck you. What kind of
No,
women do
I
you
mean,
be
why
fucking?
can't just set the kid up in another room, all nice and good, make sure the baby is asleep.
You didn't feel that was your
And then y'all go
responsibility?
do y'all
I'm
grown folk
disappointed,
business
y'all.
like grown
I'm
folks.
disappointed in you, motherfucker.
I'm just like,
This is a horrible way to end the
this a
show.
woman. And
Damn, we can't even end the show now. We gotta. What you say until we get done?
And when we get done,
When the fuck we get done?
Nigga, we done.
I did learn something though. When you, and y'all grown. When you do this, it works for almost every girl.
what
Now,
is
this is
that?
not my hand right here. This is the me hitting it. When you get it and you go in, you pull it out like this. And you, it's something that she'll go pressure, or it could have been.
Somebody says that.
Well, she was the special ed.
No, it's actually you're hitting the G spot, and that's when she starts to spread. That's what that is all about.
Yes. Now the girl who was doing it that night,
Oh,
she
Lord.
turned me off on squirters. I'm not gonna
How
keep
you get turned off? I
He
think
don't
The
you
like
covers.
he don't like wet.
the
He
covers.
don't like wet.
So you like that dry shit.
She goes home after this.
Ooh.
Imagine I go to your house and I waste water all over your bed. You gonna go to sleep?
Huh?
You gonna have to wash that, right?
This live, y'all.
Matter of fact, this is dirty water.
First of all, you're supposed
Dirty
to
water.
Because it's vagina water, so we'll call it dirty
That
water.
shit ain't dirty. Get the fuck out of here. That's the goddamn God sent.
Tell you.
Anywho's.
And the darker
You're
they
supposed
are.
to take a shower and bathe after you
That's
have
right.
sex.
Get it up, kid.
I took a shower, I bathed, but my covers.
And he actually.
But if you don't have no extra backup covers, what's wrong with you?
Hey,
Like,
men hate washing covers.
Shanti saying some real shit.
Men
I'm
can't.
not a woman.
Men hate
who
washing
owns
covers.
y'all
Backup
washing?
covers?
And I'm not gonna lie.
I got 5 comforters.
I don't
like
want to
two
lay.
What is a
in-
comforter?
I don't want to lay in a cold and wet spot, y'all. I don't want to lay in that spot, but that's what you don't forget the towel for.
That's fuck
Don't
you.
forget to bring the towel.
Okay, so I don't
Bring the
know.
towel? We don't got towels in our house.
Women bring towels?
She didn't
No,
bring a
there's a
towel.
towel there. You bring the towel in the bag.
Oh, I was like in the
She
bed.
brought the car seat, everything else but the towel. And
You should have your own towel.
I'm a man.
When
I
he,
have towels.
What does that mean, though?
he bathed with soap,
I
just
bathe
the whole.
with soap and I dry
And
them.
you don't know.
Okay,
Trying to draw
okay.
the clean
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, it's getting dark.
Draw with clean clothes, you know, just.
It's getting too real over here. Yes, but in conclusion, this has been Diverse Universe. Welcome to this crazy ass immortal portal, and we will catch you guys next Tuesday.
Wear a condom.